Welcome to District Command Central, your go-to source for the latest news and updates on the Washington Commanders. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a play. The NFL world is buzzing with whispers that could reshape the very fabric of Washington's defense as Devin Lloyd, the young linebacker sensation originally drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars, reportedly lands in the nation's capital. Sources close to the organization hint that his arrival is not just a simple addition to the roster. This could be the spark that forces a complete overhaul of the Commanders' defensive strategies. Fans and analysts alike are speculating that Lloyd's unique skill set, which blends speed, instincts, and an uncanny ability to read offenses, might push the coaching staff to rewrite the playbook entirely. Imagine a linebacker who can both patrol the middle of the field with precision and drop into coverage like a seasoned safety. The possibilities for Washington's defensive schemes suddenly seem limitless. Conversations in the league corridors suggest that rival teams are nervously studying game tape of Lloyd, anticipating the shifts in defensive alignment and coverage responsibilities that could emerge as soon as he steps onto the practice field. Some insiders are even hinting that this move could trigger a domino effect, influencing how other teams approach their linebacker rosters in the upcoming season. Beyond the tactical implications, Lloyd's move carries an air of speculation regarding his leadership impact in Washington. Known for his fiery competitive nature and vocal presence on the field, he may be positioned as the defensive centerpiece, guiding younger teammates and challenging veterans to elevate their performance. Rumors swirl that coaches envision Lloyd not merely as a player, but as a catalyst for a cultural shift within the locker room, potentially redefining how intensity and preparation are valued in the team environment. If these whispers prove true, the Commanders could see a dramatic transformation in how they approach both practice and game day preparation. League insiders are even suggesting that defensive calls may be altered on the fly to leverage Lloyd's instincts, creating a fluid, adaptive defense that opponents would struggle to predict. Some say this could mark a new era in Washington, where the defensive identity is not just solid but dynamic, and where Lloyd's arrival serves as the fulcrum of an ambitious strategy to rise above mediocrity. Speculation is mounting that other free agents or trade targets could be influenced by this move, either wanting to join a reinvented defense or fearing that they might be edged out by the shifting priorities of the coaching staff. The ripple effects of Lloyd's hypothetical arrival extend into draft and salary cap considerations as well. Insiders hint that Washington may be reevaluating its future picks and contract structures to maximize the value of this acquisition, with Lloyd potentially commanding a leadership role in influencing scheme design. Analysts are speculating that his presence could free up other positions to evolve, perhaps encouraging more aggressive pass rush strategies or creative coverage schemes. There is talk that Lloyd's style may necessitate pairing him with complementary linebackers capable of handling specific assignments, which could lead to further roster maneuvers that ripple across the league. Observers are already imagining how teams facing the Commanders might alter offensive play calling, knowing that Lloyd's anticipation and tackling prowess could neutralize conventional strategies. In this speculative scenario, even the subtle mental games at the line of scrimmage might be affected, with quarterbacks forced to second-guess reads or risk turnovers. A single linebacker, when used strategically, has the potential to dictate the rhythm of the game, and Lloyd's rumored integration into Washington's system seems poised to test that theory in ways no one could have fully anticipated. Some insiders are whispering about the immediate adjustments the coaching staff might implement in practice sessions. The speculation suggests that Lloyd will be a central figure in simulated scenarios, challenging offensive units to adapt under pressure. Rumors also hint at a possible expansion of blitz packages and hybrid coverages, designed specifically to exploit Lloyd's versatility. If these whispers hold weight, fans could witness a Washington defense that feels unpredictable yet disciplined, capable of both high-risk maneuvers and textbook consistency. Analysts are noting that the mere anticipation of Lloyd's presence might psychologically affect opponents who could overthink plays, hesitate, or misread coverage alignments. In a league where mental edge often determines outcomes, this sort of intangible advantage could be as valuable as any statistical metric. Conversations around the NFL's locker room suggest that other teams may quietly reconsider offensive strategies or even personnel acquisitions, hoping to counter a potential Lloyd-led revolution in Washington's defensive philosophy. The speculation is that this could mark a turning point, not just for the Commanders, but for league-wide defensive trends, as innovative coaching approaches are increasingly necessary to counter players of Lloyd's caliber beyond the field. There is buzz about Lloyd's off-the-field influence, known for his preparation, film study, and attention to detail. The whispers indicate that he could inspire a new work ethic culture among teammates. Some league observers suggest that this might affect how rookies and younger players perceive their roles, potentially elevating overall team discipline and professionalism. Rumors speculate that coaches might intentionally spotlight Lloyd as a model player, subtly influencing behavioral standards and practice intensity across the roster. This could lead to a cultural shift where commitment, focus, and football IQ become defining factors in Washington's identity, further solidifying Lloyd's rumored status as a transformational figure. The intrigue lies in whether these effects are immediate or gradual, with analysts eagerly watching early season performances for signs that the playbook and locker room dynamics have indeed shifted. The story is speculative, yet the anticipation alone generates conversation, social media debates, and even hypothetical scenarios for fantasy football enthusiasts. The narrative emerging around Lloyd's arrival paints a picture of a player whose impact transcends statistics, hinting at a profound ripple effect across multiple dimensions of the franchise. Lastly, murmurs suggest that this move could elevate Washington's overall league perception. Conversations in the media hint that the Commanders might gain newfound respect as teams begin to anticipate a more aggressive, unpredictable defense anchored by Lloyd. Speculators imagine pre-game analyses filled with discussions about matchups against a revitalized linebacker core, emphasizing not only skill but intelligence and adaptability. The rumors extend to coaching strategy adjustments, where opponents might deploy additional offensive linemen or adjust route trees to circumvent Lloyd's coverage zones. Some insiders even speculate that rival teams could lobby for strategic personnel acquisitions in response, creating a domino effect of trades and signings across the league. While all of this remains in the realm of speculation, the narrative itself captures attention, fueling discussion and elevating the anticipation for Washington's upcoming campaigns. The central idea persists. Devin Lloyd, if these rumors are accurate, may not simply be another addition. He could be the fulcrum of a transformation, potentially shifting the team's identity and altering defensive philosophies for seasons to come. Rumors also suggest that Lloyd's arrival could influence Washington's draft philosophy. In the immediate future, analysts speculate that with a linebacker of his caliber anchoring the defense, front office priorities may shift towards offensive weapons or secondary reinforcements, effectively reshaping the team's long-term strategy. Conversations in league circles hint at potential trade maneuvers and draft pick adjustments, designed to maximize Lloyd's impact while simultaneously strengthening complementary positions. Some insiders even speculate that this could trigger a competitive ripple across divisions, as rival teams react to a perceived upgrade in Washington's defensive core. Fans, naturally, are drawn into this speculative narrative, imagining scenarios where Lloyd's versatility allows for unpredictable blitzes, delayed coverages, and high-pressure sacks that disrupt defensive rhythm. While nothing is confirmed, the buzz alone fuels social media debates, fantasy projections, and sports talk radio conversations, creating a spectacle around Lloyd's rumored transformative influence. The intrigue deepens as speculators explore how coaching staff might tailor schemes around Lloyd's unique skill set, emphasizing not only his physical abilities but his mental acuity in reading opposing offenses. Insiders whisper that Lloyd's integration could prompt significant shifts in Washington's practice dynamics. Speculation suggests that practice sessions may be increasingly designed to leverage his anticipation skills, creating game-like scenarios that challenge both offense and defense. Analysts surmise that his presence could encourage a more aggressive tempo, with linebackers and secondary units forced to adapt in real time, mirroring high-stakes game situations. Some observers believe that this approach could enhance overall team chemistry as players are compelled to communicate, anticipate, and react more cohesively. Rumors also speculate that Lloyd's intellectual approach to football might inspire nuanced defensive adjustments, including disguised coverages or hybrid packages, which could confound opposing quarterbacks. The overarching narrative paints a picture of a Washington defense that is evolving into a reactive, adaptable unit, with Lloyd as the fulcrum of an ongoing strategic metamorphosis that may redefine expectations for the franchise. Beyond strategy, Speculation abounds regarding Lloyd's effect on team morale and leadership dynamics. Insiders suggest that his vocal presence and high energy could invigorate both veteran and younger players, creating a culture of accountability and competitive intensity. Some sources hint that Lloyd may naturally assume a mentoring role, guiding less experienced linebackers and shaping the defensive philosophy from within. Analysts speculate that this influence could extend to the entire roster, subtly pressuring players to elevate preparation, focus, and execution, resulting in a more disciplined, cohesive unit. The rumor mill is rife with conjecture that coaches may even design leadership structures around Lloyd's presence, positioning him as an on-field strategist whose instincts dictate real-time adjustments. While the precise effects remain speculative, the notion that a single player could catalyze both tactical and cultural transformation contributes to the growing narrative of Lloyd as a franchise-altering presence in Washington. Speculation extends into how opponents may respond to a Lloyd-led defense. Analysts suggest that quarterbacks might face heightened uncertainty, needing to adjust pre-snap reads to account for his instincts and ability to disguise coverage. Some whisper that offensive coordinators are already reevaluating schemes in anticipation of this defensive shift, considering additional blockers or quicker release patterns to mitigate Lloyd's impact. There is even conjecture that rival teams may pursue specific personnel changes, drafting or acquiring players designed to counteract Lloyd's abilities, effectively acknowledging the potential influence he could exert from the outset. These rumors, though unverified, reflect the level of anticipation building around his rumored arrival as league insiders and fans alike ponder the strategic consequences of integrating a player with such versatility and football intelligence into Washington's defensive core. The speculative narrative paints a scenario where Lloyd's presence reshapes not just one team, but potentially influences league-wide tactical approaches. If you're enjoying the coverage, make sure to smash that like button and drop a comment with your thoughts on the Commanders' latest moves. We want to hear from you. Some speculate about the broader implications for Washington's identity as a franchise. Rumors suggest that Lloyd could symbolize a new era where aggression, adaptability, and anticipation define the team's ethos. Analysts posit that his integration could inspire the Commanders to embrace a more proactive, dynamic defense, challenging conventional philosophies and elevating overall performance standards. Conversations in speculative circles hint at potential ripple effects, including increased attention from free agents seeking to join a revitalized team culture, or renewed fan enthusiasm, driven by anticipation of innovative defensive schemes. While these effects remain conjectural, the narrative surrounding Lloyd portrays him as more than a player. He is imagined as a catalyst, capable of influencing tactical, cultural, and perceptual shifts within the franchise. The excitement generated by these rumors underscores the potential magnitude of his impact, making every practice, preseason game, and roster decision a point of speculative intrigue. Even in speculative terms, the buzz around Lloyd raises questions about his long-term influence on Washington's defensive schemes. Rumors hint that coaches might continuously adapt formations to maximize his versatility, potentially introducing a series of unpredictable looks designed to confuse opponents. Analysts suggest that these adjustments could have lasting implications, setting new standards for linebacker utilization across the league. Some insiders even speculate that rival coordinators may develop counter strategies, creating a chess-like dynamic where Lloyd serves as a key piece, influencing multiple layers of strategic planning. Fans are already theorizing about potential game scenarios, imagining critical stops, opportunistic interceptions, and key sacks that could redefine the team's defensive narrative. This ongoing speculation fuels excitement, discussion, and debate, highlighting the anticipation of seeing whether Devin Lloyd's rumored impact will translate from narrative to reality in the upcoming NFL campaigns. Finally, the overarching rumor is that Devin Lloyd's arrival might serve as the cornerstone of a larger transformation, both on and off the field. Analysts speculate that his influence could extend beyond immediate tactics, affecting draft strategy, player development, and even public perception of the franchise. Some whisper that Lloyd could symbolize a new chapter for Washington, where adaptability, intelligence, and athletic excellence converge to create a formidable defensive identity. While these ideas remain firmly in the realm of speculation, the narrative itself captivates fans and media alike, prompting endless discussion and analysis. In imagining the possibilities, one can see how a single linebacker, through a combination of skill, intelligence, and leadership, could hypothetically redefine a team's trajectory, leaving an indelible mark on Washington's football landscape. The rumor mill thrives on anticipation, and in this speculative vision, Devin Lloyd emerges as the potential fulcrum of a bold new era in Commanders history. Thanks for tuning into District Command Central. Make sure to subscribe and follow us for all the Commanders news you need. Until next time, keep the faith and hail to the Commanders.